So, is there a more important quality than listening? I was with somebody the other day who was speaking to me about the importance of listening and how when we're with somebody, how they can really feel whether we're truly listening, whether we're truly present or not. And I totally agree with him. And yet, how many people are able to do that? How many people are able to really hold that space where they're not thinking about what they're going to say, they're not coming up with, an answer to any solution, any problem that you're bringing. They're just there listening. And that kind of deep listening, if done skillfully, I don't know if that's the right word, but if done in a conscious way, that brings about a high level of presence for the person listening. It's almost like we're just conscious, we're present, but we're not thinking necessarily. We're just there as a field of conscious being. And it brings about such a different quality of conversation that follows. Because I don't know about you, but if I'm with somebody who isn't really listening, is very restless, is very caught up in other stuff that's going on, is not really paying much attention to the conversation, then for me, what that does is it kind of closes me down a little bit, and it makes me feel like actually I'm not really being heard, so I'm not really going to share that much. I'm going to restrict what I'm sharing because it's not being received in the way that I feel would honor what's being shared. So even if you have just a few people, I'm glad I have several people with whom I can share deeply, with whom they truly listen. And also it's reciprocated the other way around, where I will truly listen to them. Then for me, that is one of the prerequisites for deep relating. It's one of the prerequisites for having a relationship which goes much deeper than the surface, much deeper than even just words. It's like there's another field that gets created there. And also, one of the things I find that if I'm with somebody who really can listen deeply, then also they're usually very comfortable with silence. They're not needing to fill everything up. They're not needing to fill the space up with words all the time. So I find these really good listeners to be really good company. And I find it very healing. I find it very connecting. And I enjoy to spend time with these people.